Short, the movie podcast where Sean
and Mampy
watch shit, talk shit, and most importantly, eat shit. We are the law.
And guess what we saw?
Alien Romulus.
In theaters now.
Are we doing it? Anime guys?
Yeah.
Hey!
I really liked this movie.
You did?
Yeah, my friends liked it too.
Who else liked it?
You know,
That may be it, honestly.
Yeah.
If the internet is any indication,
Yeah.
those might be the only people who liked it is you and your friends. People are hating.
Really? I've seen a lot of good things.
Oh, okay. So maybe just the people I follow hate
Well,
it.
yeah, I think there's a mix, obviously.
Sure.
I will say I had some random algorithmic luck on TikTok. Dumb Chance posted a dumb video of
You
the
did.
alien practical effect with a High School Musical sound. Went insane. Over 2 million views.
Oh, is it still going?
Yeah, it's insane.
Jesus.
People just, I'm like, what the hell? How? It has, of course, not bled over at all to me in any way.
No.
Every time I post something new, I lose a big chunk of the followers that I get. They're like, we just want the alien video, dude.
Just do more of that video.
Just keep, that's it forever. That's my life. No.
Different versions.
Different versions.
Sounds great.
Yeah, but a lot of the comments are like, loved it. Such a good movie.
Oh,
Wow.
that's great.
One said it was ass, and that's expected, you know?
I think it's weird because I've seen it 2 times now, and the experience of watching it was pretty great both times. I think my thinking about it more maybe lessens it in some way, but
Yeah.
I really had a great time.
That's how I feel. Like, leaving the theater, I was like, I had the post-movie glow, of course, and was like,
Yeah.
that was awesome. And I was like, overall, I had a good time. And then the more I think back on it, yeah, I just had a good time. I would
Yeah.
watch it again. It would
Sure.
be thrilling again.
Yeah.
There were lots of, like, ooh, I don't know if it was scary, but it was like, oh.
I've heard this from others. Our good friend John, who used to be on the show, he said that he was not scared at all.
Yeah.
At all throughout the thing. I was
did.
like, I felt tense the whole time. And
Especially tense.
there were many things that scared me.
I jumped at this sound. At one point, the ship goes, there's someone going down a hall, and you just hear, because something blows up, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That one got me.
When they jump through the... Spoiler
Oh,
alert.
big spoilers, yeah. Warning, what's that sound the ship makes? Yeah.
This is actually not that big of a spoiler. I think it's even
Yeah.
in the trailer. But a bunch of haste fuggers
Haste fuggers.
smash through the glass and they start running, and that part creeped me out.
Oh, that part
But
was wild.
we're not spoiling yet, really.
Yeah, not yet.
Other than that, we both liked it.
Yeah, I
this is the
enjoyed it a
plot.
lot. Oh,
Here's the plot. Mampy.
thank you.
You ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. Kaylee Spaney playing Rain, and Andy, played by David Johnson, are brother and sister. Brother and sister in quotes because
Yes.
Andy is an android. He's
Android.
an artificial person? Wait, what is that what he...
Yeah, I think
likes-
so. Artificial person.
He's an artificial person. He's a robo.
Robot.
And they're stuck. Old Rain, she's like, "Hey, I got all my credits. I get to go off world." And some pencil pusher part of the system goes, "Sorry, let me just check my records here." Oh, turns out you have to work for 6 or 7 more years on this hell place where the sun never
Disgusting.
comes up.
I was like, that is relatable.
Absolutely. And one of her friends is like, "Hey, I've got a way off the world. We can get out of here. And we can go to Vigan 3. Is that what it is?
Paradise,
Something
yeah.
like that?
Vardis?
Foston Paradise? Floston Paradise from fucking Fifth Element?
Yes. Oh my God, that would have been an amazing tie-in.
Should have gone to Floston Paradise.
Dang it.
Okay, so they're going to a special place that's beautiful. And
Phaedra?
uh-oh, there might be an alien there. That's essentially what happens.
Yeah.
And spoilers now. I mean, after that, if I even... It's
even open
honestly
my mouth.
hard to spoil an Alien movie because
Yeah.
basically everybody dies in every one, except
Yeah,
like
exactly.
1 or 2 people.
It's, yeah.
So it's just kind of like, well, everyone's going to die except maybe the people you think won't die, but sometimes the people you think will die.
And 2 of the 5 are like straight up just shown in the trailer. And you're
Yes,
like,
that's true.
Okay, they're dead.
That's
Those
true.
2 are dead.
Absolutely. So spoilers now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. One. What do you think about the very best part? Did you have a most best a
The
beef lamb gyro?
Oh man, there was a lot of stuff I really liked.
Okay.
And I thought it was freaky and wild.
Ooh. Hey,
But-
getting freaky.
I got
Hey, I just watched Alien Romulus. It was freaky.
freaky and wild.
Freaky deaky.
If you like aliens, make sure to press that thumbs up and subscribe.
I watched Alien Romulus while I was smacking my balls with a leather wallet.
I bought that alien head popcorn bucket and I shit in it. And then I put it on my head.
Come and watch the live stream.
Yeah, go ahead and watch. Yeah.
Okay, on the next live stream, I shit and we beat up a pedophile and we do all sorts of crazy shit.
Wow, I want to watch this.
Anything
This
to get you to watch us.
That's a good idea for a movie.
So desperate to...
The future, and we're like streamers, and we're like literally going out committing crimes, and it's like everyone's like, "Oh, what crazy shit are they gonna do next?" And people are like entertained by it.
Doesn't that exist?
Oh, maybe it does. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if a good version of it exists, but I feel
Probably
like
not.
something like that exists.
Something's out there.
Hey, if anybody wants to make Unfriended 3 and it's like fucking live streaming, that would be fucking great. Oh! Have you seen Deadstream?
No, still haven't seen
Oh
that.
my god, it's so fucking good.
I gotta watch.
He's not really doing crimes.
Oh.
He's doing some trespassing, and there are some ghosts and shit. But I don't know if seeing a ghost is a crime. I guess it depends what community
That
you're
would
in.
be great. You're under arrest for seeing a ghost.
He's right behind you.
You're under
Picks
arrest
up the cop.
again. Yeah. Whoa.
You're really going to jail for this. He's
You
like
have the
flying
right
away.
to die. That would
We're
be
gonna put you in
cool.
the electric chair for this. He's just up by the trees, desperately trying to shoot
That
black
would be
guys.
wild.
Ah, God!
Yeah, I know. Yeah, still trying. That'd be a good movie.
Hey,
Just drop them.
tweet at us, A24,
Come on,
Neon, at Food Court Cast,
please.
Shudder. We got great ideas.
We have great ideas.
Ghost Cop.
20th Century Fox. Still waiting to hear back.
Yes.
Haven't heard back.
Yeah, we got a little comment, but
Hey,
we could use a little help with this.
you'll like this, Sean. Guess who else commented?
Do you want me
IMAX.
to literally wait?
Oh no! Did you not hear me?
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay, good. You guess.
Bob. I heard like Bob X.
Oh, thank God.
Was it Bob X?
Nope. I'm so glad. I'm so bad about that. I'll be like, guess, and then I'll say it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why did I?
Professor X?
Nope.
Okay, that's my last guess.
IMAX.
Oh
The theaters. I was like, love your theaters.
Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite people.
They are pretty cool.
As far as brands go, that's
Yeah, I
that's
was
one of
like-
the best ones. Now,
Okay.
granted, I'm sure they give like 10 million a year to Israel or whatever,
Oh
but
God, yeah.
that's just something I have to deal with to see what I thought was a really fun movie on a premium screen.
I got messed up recently. Someone very close to me,
Oh no.
romantically close to me, said, they asked me, they said, do you go to Starbucks ever? And I was thinking, oh, like she goes to Starbucks, so maybe I should be like, sometimes.
Yeah.
And then she goes, they support. And I went, oh no, I don't actually go there to say because I
Oldest
thought
trick
you
of the
wanted
book.
to go there. Oh no. So,
That's why you gotta always tell the truth.
I know. I was like, I mean, I have been there, but I don't
Yeah.
go there. I don't ever
been there.
think about it. But now I definitely don't.
I would never.
I would never go in there.
I'm actually not gonna give any money to anyone who's
Nope.
done anything bad. So
I
I'm
won't
just-
even give it to homeless people because I'm like, well, Well, no, when they ask, I say, well, how do you feel about Palestine?
What crimes have you committed?
Yeah, what?
Now, if it's robbery or something, I can give you money.
Sure.
But if it's SA, you will not be getting.
Not
Sorry.
good.
Sorry.
It is intense. I've had someone open up about doing an SA and then a HOM aside.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, sorry.
Hey, have a great day.
Yeah. See you later.
Okay, here's $20. Please,
Yeah, bye.
please go away.
Please go.
I'm scared of you.
It is wild.
Hey,
Life's wild.
speaking of wild, what was the best part of Alien Romulus?
I mean, it is amazing how far we could get.
We're good at it. Some say the best.
It's really good. Okay, so I loved the scene where the guys were locked in the room.
Oh,
the three
yeah.
guys were locked in the room. There's
the hugger
water
room,
on the
man.
floors. They're trying to get the cryo juice out so they can
Yeah.
put more cryo juice in
Yeah.
the cryo chambers.
Yes.
Because they only have 3 years worth of sleep. What are they going to be awake for 7 years on a ship? You can't
No.
have that much food.
They
Man.
need 9 years worth of sleep.
Imagine how hungry you'd be when you woke up. Oh, gosh. Man, I can't even imagine what that would be like. Anyway,
Noodles. You see him eating noodles in the first one.
I would have just been ravenous as soon as I woke up. I gotta eat. Anyway, they are in this room. They get locked in.
That's true.
There's 2 humans, 1 android,
One Andy.
and what they have to do is they have to insert a little extra chip into Andy
Yeah.
to make him know how to open the doors because
Yeah.
he doesn't have clearance.
Yeah, basically, he is a Wayland Yutani
Yes.
droid, so he can get into some doors.
Some doors.
But we find out that the this special lab is not a good place
Not
for him
good.
to get out of.
And they accidentally give him a chip from an evil person. That's another thing. But
bad idea.
yeah, it doesn't. It's not
Or
good.
evil, or just very pragmatic.
There we go. Very to a fault. So
Yes,
pragmatic.
absolutely very bad person.
Hurting people.
Very bad robot man who looks, spoiler alert, very similar to a other very bad robot man.
Yeah, that version was just fucked. They did something wrong. The updates, man, these updates.
Yeah.
Anyway, in this scene, they put the new chip into Andy.
Andy.
And then it's like all red in there, and there's all these face huggers in these like bag things. And I feel like he's about to be like, hey guys, we should get out. And then they like put the chip in, and he's like, and he just freezes, and his eyes roll back in his head, and it looks like so wild. Yeah, and it
really
says
creepy.
like Wayland Yutani
Yeah.
and like a serial number.
really
and it's
good.
just a really cool visual I've never seen. And I was like, oh wow. And then I guess they've been bioengineering all of these face huggers, like reversed from the xenomorph.
Yeah, spoiler
and
alert.
which is cool to see because you always see them in eggs, and it was cool to be like, oh, they like, oh,
They're
interesting.
like, we don't need any eggs.
We'll just make them.
Let's just make some huggers.
Make some huggers, mother huggers. And then
All my huggers.
and it's like getting other guys are like, man, it's getting hot in here. And then the eggs are like, or the face huggers are like,
The way they're created as well is cool because
Wild.
it's like they're vacuum sealed,
Yeah.
essentially. So they're almost like if you're like doing a sous vide
yeah,
of face hugger. They're like sucked around it, and then you see the temperature go up really fast, and you're like, that's a lot of face
Not
huggers.
good.
You do not want to be in a room with fucking 36 face huggers. Jesus
then-
Christ.
Once they start coming out, it gets fucked up.
Yeah.
One gets in the water, one goes by someone's foot. He's like, what the? And then they just start going crazy. They're jumping in people's mouths. Like, really, very Fetty style, face hugger, whatever that penis like
Yeah.
thing.
It's like a really slippery, weird looking penis, but it's definitely like, it's real gross.
It is
They
really.
put it in the
really
trailer, and I guess it was so effective that even watching it in the movie, I was like, oh, that's awful.
Yeah, it's even
that.
imagining the actor having to do that with a practical. I was like, this would be so gross. Can we get that again? We've done 50 takes. One more.
Please, I don't want to do it anymore.
It's such a terrifying. I mean, that creature is a terrifying design.
Oh yeah, awful.
The whole idea of it choking you, so you have to have its penis down your throat, and then it drops an egg. An egg.
Yep.
Anyway,
that part's great.
It's amazing. I love that a thing that comes out of an egg instantly shoots another egg. It's pretty cool. Egg, and then it comes out of your body. Which came first?
Egg or the egg?
The egg or the egg. In this one, they didn't even need the egg. But I just love that whole sequence. I thought it was fun. Very freaky.
It rules.
And just cool. The vibe of it was spot on.
It really rules.
That was a long Euro, but I had to get it out.
That was a great Euro.
Thank you.
That, too, is one of my favorite parts. Ooh. I also like the scene it leads into, which is the kind of facehugger chase.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little play on kind of alien. I mean, there's lots and lots of plays on other alien movies.
Yes.
But one of them is they look back and you see like the little fingers of like 1,000 facehuggers trying to grab through the door.
That's so
and
cool.
then one breaks through and you're like, fuck, no.
Fuck. Yeah, that was a cool image. It was like, dang. Creepy.
And I really like how mobile they are. I mean, I feel like they're mobile a bit in Aliens.
Oh, Aliens, they're pretty crazy.
Like jumping around the like med lab.
Yeah.
But in this, because there's so many more, they're like coming out of nowhere. And like when it jumps on Navarro, Eileen Wu plays Navarro,
yes.
and jumps on her, and you're like, oh no,
because we lost her. They basically got away, and then she happens to turn back and just. I was like, no.
Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, let's see what.
That's
and
why
that one just goes straight in.
A real wait. Who turns back and then turns into a pillar of salt?
Gamora.
Tweet at us, biblical scholars. She looks at Gamora, but it ain't her name. Ain't Gamora,
her name ain't Gamora. Oh yeah, that's right.
Josie,
Sodom, and Gamora was the place. Places? Was it 2 places?
2 places.
Okay, and then
the angels were like, "Hey, we want to bang your daughter,"
and the guy was like, "Sure, come on in."
Yeah.
Get in there, man. How could you? Whatever. Believe what you want. I'm not.
Hey, it's a good Bible.
It's great.
My favorite part, my B-Flam Euro, is a little actor named David Johnson.
Oh my gosh, what a guy!
And I thought he was just fucking awesome.
He killed it.
And it's very, very rare when the Euro is a person.
Yeah,
for me,
exactly.
I usually feel like actors are, good.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're bad and the movie's good enough, I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
And not that they're not a valuable asset, but like I just am more into, someone throwing an axe across a room or something than I am about a person performing well. But he's just so fucking good.
Yeah, he shined the most, I think, of anybody. And he had the most to do.
He has like 2 minutes to make you love him.
Yeah.
And you do almost instantly. He's so wounded, and lost and helpless, and so sweet.
Yeah.
He's like telling these puns, and he gets beat up by some neighborhood kids.
Yeah, not nice.
And he's just tries to be so sweet and so nice to Rain.
Yeah.
And it's just he's just so lovely. And then his turn into being bad-ish at the very least is like very painful.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh no.
Like, dang.
That's the guy I like the most.
Guy, yeah,
he's so sweet.
No.
And I think he plays that really interestingly because like the switch is really fast, and the character is wildly different.
Yes.
And like the way he holds himself even though he's a robot both times, like he seems to have more power.
Uh-oh. Sean lost his light.
I lost my. Please.
Oh, God.
Vamp.
This is not good. So Sean has a light source, and now it's back.
Is it back?
Went away,
Okay.
But it was back now.
Is it still? Is everything still recording?
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank God, everything's still recording.
Oh, that was a scary
close.
moment.
Why on earth would my computer choose this of any time to shut down?
You were in the middle of the most beautiful, poetic point. And now, I don't even know.
And then he's back at the end.
Yeah.
Now, he may or may not be a part of my low main, sadly.
I think I know where you're going.
But I think his performance is really good.
It's great.
And, he's just lovely. Like, his like, pain. Like, when there's a character, Bjorn, who's essentially anti-robot.
Yeah.
Because his parents were killed by robots.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And he's like, fuck you! Then no, he's like more Cockney. He's like, I fuck you!
Oi.
Hey, little android, I don't like you. and like, the way David Johnson plays the suffering of this poor guy.
Oh my gosh.
Incredibly wounded. Just you can see in his eyes, like, the horrible pain. It's like, oh, man.
It was so well done.
He's really good.
Yeah, like, I never thought in a million years I would tear up in an Alien movie.
No.
But there was one point where they literally, like, reveal, like, oh, you're not, like, we're going to decommission you as soon as we get to this paradise place because, like, you'll bring them to us or something, like, all this shit. And I was like, that's so messed up. And he's like, I'll do whatever's best for Rain. And you're just like, oh my
awful.
God. It got me. I was like, what the?
It got me good. Though I will admit I tear up in Aliens as well.
Yeah. Aliens. That's a great movie.
Mamma Mia.
I think it's so... That facehugger scene in Aliens is pretty fucked up, too. It's like
super
so
fucked
intense.
up.
And you got your lead character, like, about to be impregnated with an egg.
Yeah.
But then, what sucks? When you think about it, you're like, well, it happens anyway, because of stupid Alien 3. Makes
you
me
hate
mad.
Alien 3?
I don't like it very much.
Okay.
I like aspects, but I think it has a lot going against it.
It does.
And that's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
You know what else has some good parts?
What?
Alien Romulus.
Oh, yeah. There's some real fun stuff.
My other one that I wrote down. Zero G Acid Blood.
Yes, that was fun.
Ruled.
I thought, because in the trailer I was like, oh fuck, that character's dead, and I was like, oh
yeah.
I was like, how the? Because that was just such a great. I love that idea. It was really cool.
It was a really cool idea. Really so the whole time they are like teasing us, or like early on they tease us with this gravity flush. So they're like in Zero G when they first get to Romulus / Remus space station.
Yeah.
And like things are floating, and then they have to do a gravity flush. Mm-hmm. So like the gravity turns back on again briefly, and then turns off again. And that has leads to some good bits in the beginning, and enough good bits that you think those are the bits. You go, that's enough good bits to, relate to gravity. They don't need to do another gravity bit. And then at the end, there's about 1,000 aliens coming at our wonderful heroes, Rain and Andy. And she's like, I sure would love to shoot those aliens with this gun I've got, but unfortunately, the blood melts through everything. Yeah. And then we die.
Yeah, and then we die.
And she goes, wait a minute. Blood don't fall in Zero G. She goes, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Zero G starts blasting.
Oh, it's great.
And it's got like a aimer machine.
Yeah.
Wait, what is
what is it called? Auto aim assist or something?
Aim assist. Wait, yeah. Something like that. Tweet at us at Food Court Cast if you play more video games than if it's possible to play more video games than Mampy.
Yeah.
But you don't do a lot of first-person shooters, do you?
No, and I really only play when I stream, which I stream not as much anymore, you know.
You need a break. You need a little... You need a breather.
Yeah.
But she's blasting them.
She is.
The alien blood is going everywhere. And as you know, the alien blood is acid.
Yeah.
And, but unfortunately, they have to get past the acid. They luck out and kill all the aliens.
Yes, they really do.
But then they have to go through all this floating acid. So they float through it, and that's kind of cool as well.
It's so fun.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
I don't know if I like the choice of the needle drop of that Modest Mouse Float On song, but it was... that would be so dumb. That would be so insane. All right. That would have been wild.
Man, the good old days. Remember
Good
when
old days.
people used to sing like that? They're like, remember Talking Heads? What if I sort of sang like that?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, you're our favorite band.
Oh, we love it.
Indie Darlings.
Indie Darlings.
That's good. That's a good part.
I loved that.
Got
scene.
it?
Yeah, I thought that was really fun. I got it. That was awesome. I really liked seeing the egg sac of the xenomorph in the ship. You remember this? After the X-ray chest burster is real fun. It's in the trailer, but I was like, that's
cool.
real fun. And it wasn't as like it's just out. It like kind of gets stuck in there. And I was like, oh, that's yeah. And I love that the lady who has no context of anything that's happening is just like,
Oh, yes.
what the? Because they leave her on the ship and she's like, what the fuck?
What's going on?
And she's like pregnant, so she's probably like, oh, is this what it's like? And perhaps later she has a little dose of that.
Might just be.
But so they everyone gets knocked out if the ship crashes.
Yes.
And then they're trying to leave, and there's just this big egg sac on the wall, which was cool because I've never seen how they develop at all. And I was like, oh, this is so fun. It's just never been explored.
Yeah.
And of course, the Cockney guy runs over and shoves a taser up there. He's like,
Boy, I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna kill him. But then he gets killed really badly. But he gets his face slashed open and then dripped on with the acid that I guess.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Because I guess he fucked up the alien a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's a fresh alien.
His fingers start to melt off.
Oh, that was brutal. The acid blood is truly a problem.
That's definitely the first time. Now, it may have happened in other movies that I somehow don't remember.
Yeah.
But it's the first time I've seen someone, like, you get to see the acid dissolve them.
Yeah, like fully. Because in, dare I bring it up, but Resurrection, a guy, the alien, like, spits acid on his face and he's like, ah!
Yeah. But he's kind of fine.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
like,
has a cool tattoo afterwards.
yeah, exactly. But he does unbuckle himself from the paralyzed man and fall into the water.
Insane movie.
That movie is wild. I do love when Ron Perlman shoots the spider, though.
Yes.
That's a pretty good scene.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Not that we're talking about that movie, but
You know, we can talk about all of them.
yeah. We got a rank.
Are we
We
ranking?
definitely got a rank.
Okay.
Because there won't ever be another Alien movie after this one.
No. It wasn't definitely set up for a sequel.
Not gonna happen.
No.
Sorry.
No.
I had fun with it. I just thought it was fun. They didn't. I think, and some people were mad that there's not that much xenomorph, but I think like they wanted to be a little sparing and then try out new stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they focus a lot more on the face huggers, which I thought was cool because they're so creepy and
Yeah, the face huggers are fun.
Yeah.
Also, if you're going back to the source, there isn't a ton of xenomorph
that's true.
in the first one.
Very true.
There's a ton in the second one,
Yeah.
but even then, it's not for, I don't know, 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, and then when they there was a ton of xenomorphs at the end of this one, so
Yeah.
what are they even talking about?
A million.
What the hell are they even
A billion.
What the damn
In general, I just enjoyed that it was real sick.
Yeah.
It was like, what if a gross thing happened? I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
weird egg that with like boiling yellow liquid acid in it that a baby is inside of.
That was wild.
And the big old human baby with like the kind of smile.
Oh, that was so fucked up.
It really creeped me out.
So fucked up.
And I think a lot of the good things. I will not say that. I think some of the good things are remakes of other good things.
Yes, for sure.
But you have to decide, well, was that worth seeing again in a different way?
Yeah.
And if so, you might enjoy it. And in this case, I feel like the creature in this looks a lot cooler and scarier than the creature in Resurrection.
Yeah, that one was pretty
Even though they're similar ideas.
Very similar.
But I think the one in this is fucking scary.
He was so gross looking. I don't know if I think I would have preferred a little more like alien-y lookingness to the head or something. Like, you know how the one in Covenant looked? The like, I think it's called Neomorph, whatever. The way that, maybe more like in that vein would have been cool. But I know they were trying to be like, oh, it's like the engineer guys, but alien. But yeah, I think that was not my favorite look, but I thought it was freaky. I was like, oh god, that is fucking creepy.
Really freaked me out.
Yeah, the body, I was like,
big weird smile.
And the way he climbs everywhere was, and his tongue, his vampire tongue.
Oh yeah.
Just sucking. Yeah, very freaky.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought that was a fun little tag on the end.
But
I didn't expect it.
Wait, can I say but yet?
Yeah, go ahead.
But we can't only, or can we?
We can't.
Do you have any other?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we can't only talk about the good stuff. We got to talk about the bad stuff.
Yes.
Which brings us to our low main. I'll tell mine first.
Yeah, you go.
It may be yours as well. My low main, in my opinion, the worst part of the movie. Andy floats down a elevator shaft, shooting an alien, which is cool.
Yeah, very cool.
And then, excuse me, he says, "Get away from her, you bitch!
Get away from her, you bitch!
Be nice to her." And it just sucked.
It was so. I felt it sucked because, like you were saying, he is such a good part of the movie.
Yes,
and that is a horrible line to give him. Like, why they felt the need to put that in there?
It doesn't make any sense.
It just is so bad.
In context, it makes no sense.
No sense. Yeah.
Like when it was said originally.
Made total
by
sense.
Ripley, she was talking to a queen alien, like the only lady alien that exists.
She was a bitch.
And
bitch.
in this, it's like, well,
you don't know that that's a bitch.
But it's just like, this is fucking, I don't.
It was bad, and the delivery. I know he's like back to normal Andy, but it was just like, this is
the
get
delivery
away from
bad.
her, you bitch. It was like, ugh.
Yeah. I felt, I don't know how they would have done it, but I felt like, especially upon thinking about it, if there had been some sort of punny joke.
Yes, yeah.
At the end, because at the beginning and end, he's doing puns. Rain loved puns when she was a little kid, so Andy keeps on telling these punny jokes. And if there's some kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that.
She could go, nice job, Andy. And he could look up and go, I guess I rained down on him.
Yeah, sure.
That would have been better than
got the shaft.
Yeah, something.
I blew him away. I mean, we're not thinking of good ideas, but
no, but it would have been better.
They should have thought of a good idea.
It was so bad.
So bad.
I just went, no. I hate when I'm having a good time in a movie and then something like that happens and I go, ugh.
And stuff that is certain. I mean, who knows? Well, maybe Fede Alvarez really loves that kind of shit. Maybe. And he was just desperate to do it.
Maybe.
But just stuff that feels like it's some dummy's idea.
Yeah.
Who runs something. Like, that's what I mean.
Probably.
It doesn't feel like some cool horror director artist is like, oh, what if we just copied that but put it back in the exact same thing?
I bet they shot it because they had to. They were like, all right, we'll do it, whatever. And then they didn't put it in the movie. And then the person who was like, the producer was like, wait a minute, where's the, they're like, yeah, it just doesn't really work. Well, it's gonna work. And they put it back in. And
that is, I mean, who knows?
I want to see
the
director's cut.
Feels like.
I bet the director's cut, it wouldn't be in there.
Yeah. I hope not.
Oh, it's such a bad...
It's just
so
sucks.
bad.
And in a movie that I think, for the most part, does those things well.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if there is an homage or something like that, it is, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
The little facehugger fingers in the door is a lot like the little alien fingers in Aliens, like trying to open the door. But it's a different thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and it works within the context of the scene. And the showing the little weird facehugger penis
it's like, ooh.
is like an enhancement of the disgust that you have from a facehugger. It's like this
utilizing what's already there. It's like, well, what can we play with this? Well, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, that's really gross.
Yeah.
Let's add it.
Yeah, exactly.
And like when they pull the facehugger penis out of Navarro's mouth and it's just long as fuck, you're like, oh.
The creature may have already finished its job. Or whatever.
So that sucks.
Yeah, that was a bad scene. That was mine, but I'll pick another thing so we're not just the same.
That's beautiful.
That part was... It just sucks because it's a movie. I was like, I liked it for the most part, but then it has to be, well, it's good, but I don't like this one line.
I mean...
I have to tell everyone that.
You can't... It is... Like, I wouldn't have said, oh, wow, this is as good as Alien or Aliens or anything like that. But it was definitely on... It was on its way towards being in the top 4. Maybe it still is, honestly, but...
it's third for me, I think.
It might be... Well...
I just had way more fun with it. 3 is just not fun to me at all.
It is not very fun.
So depressing.
It's quite a bummer.
Yeah, I'm like, which I'm fine, whatever. It just,
sure.
Which I get, because after 2, how are you gonna, like, if you tried to top it, it would be absurd.
No,
so I get trying to
stupid
slim it down, but it just, that one bummed me out. I didn't know this though. I found out there's 2 different endings. One where Ripley jumps in and the chest burster comes out, and one where she just like arms out, falls in, and dies.
Yes.
And I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the what is sometimes called the assembly cut, I think what is now called the special edition, has she just falls and there's no like silly chest burster coming out that she has to hold on. No. But we're not talking about that movie, but I'll be honest. The ending is one of the things that kind of moves it down in some way for me. Because I think it just looks like shit.
It does.
In a movie that mostly looks great.
Yeah, mostly.
Other than a lot of the effects.
Yeah, the effects
the effects kind of suck for some reason.
I always love that behind the scenes where they're like, we tested it on a dog, but it just looked like crap. The guy's like, it's just one of those ideas where you're like, that is the stupidest
Yep, this is a bad idea.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we got on that, but
we're talking about which is the best.
Not yet. But the worst part for me, I just did not think that they needed to bring back that android design guy. No. I thought he was the same robot that they had gotten, but then John was like, no, that's a different robot. I was like, oh, right, they did burn it and stuff.
Yeah.
But
still.
It's the same thing. And I was like, why did they need to do this? Why? I just didn't think... even if it was just a voice or something in Andy's head, would have been more interesting. Like,
sure, that would be kind of cool.
Wasn't interested. I hated the effect. It looked horrible.
It looked so fucking bad.
Leave it just a prosthetic or something.
It's one of those things where...
Yeah, the mouth looks so bad. Like what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, hey there.
Yeah.
Oh, I am Ian Holm. Don't forget to stop doing alien stuff. All right, I'll kill you.
Or what if the face had just been melted off and it was like some creepy like?
Sure,
That'd have been more interesting.
skeleton.
I didn't like. I thought that was just a bad choice.
I thought it really sucked.
Did not like that.
I didn't mind it as much the second time, just because I was like, well, this is gonna suck, so maybe I can I can be okay with it.
Yeah.
But the fact that I too didn't have any idea that it was a different. He said, "Hey, I'm Rook," but there's a million people saying a million things in the movie, so it's like, well, I can't. What the fuck?
Oh, your lights went out. Sean's having a real situation.
Why
here.
is this happening?
Sean's under attack. We are being hacked. This podcast is
We are being hacked.
Assault.
I'm just gonna start typing every 3 seconds.
Yeah,
just
you gotta
so that it's not mad
Just
at me.
keep your hand on it. Put your foot on your mouse.
So this is the thing that's annoying. He looks exactly like Ash did in
Same
Alien.
as Ash, yeah.
He's got the same outfit. He's like his body is torn apart in the same way,
It's very weird.
which must be just some structural thing in that model.
Yeah, I
So it
guess.
tears exactly at like the angle going from the left shoulder to the right shoulder. It does so it's stupid.
It just did not need to be there at all.
And I don't
thought.
want that shit. Like, I don't even want a character to give us exposition.
No, it was annoying. I was like, we got it. I mean, it's so much more, like, go back to the first Alien. When you walk in that big ship, you see that big old space jockey, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Keep it like that. We don't need to know all this shit, like, oh, I was developing a serum from the, it's like, I don't care, like, we can put that together. That's part of sci-fi. It's like, ooh, what was going on in here?
Ooh, what's that thing?
What is that? It just bummed me out. I was like,
And a lot of the stuff could have just been solved in, like, they watch a video.
exactly. Yeah, that would have been fun. I would have been.
Andy sticks his finger in something, and it's, we are checking playback right now.
Even if that stupid robot was in that video, fine, whatever. You have to have him in it, but don't make him a main. I just hate when they make that stuff a main part of the story. It's like, it doesn't look good. You didn't pull it off, but you still made it
good.
It's just like, wow.
Really sucks.
Just don't do it. So that's a tough thing because I like so much about the movie.
Yes.
And still think it's really well done and like so good in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But those two big elements, I was like, ugh, this sucks.
They're tough.
Those two are really bad.
It's really tough.
But yeah, I don't know.
Another thing. Now this is not a huge ding on it, but it is just a slasher.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of functions as a slasher. There's like, much more bad characters doing much more bad things, but it's still kind of like, oh, here's a bunch of teens.
Yeah,
Essentially, here's some young, attractive people getting killed in a place. And it's not like the others with, like, oh, wow, there's so many cool people.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, Yaphet Kotto and Harry Dean Stanton and fucking that lady. I don't remember her name, but that lady, she's great.
She's cool.
And John fucking Hurt.
Pretty awesome.
And Bill Paxton.
Did you
fucking
know
Paul Reiser just hanging out?
I have been learning so much about Alien lately.
Yeah.
Someone took a screenshot of her, that character, forget her name, the lady who dies in Alien. They show her bio, and it says transition male to female. I was like, whoa, that's wild. I was like, that's so fascinating. It's
the woke mob.
Woke mob.
They're coming for us all. They're going into the past.
Back then, this was all set up for the beginning. They knew.
That's true. They knew that in the future.
Good. Oh, the Republicans should do a video where the egg opens up and it jumps on the person's face, and then when they wake up, they like support a liberal policy.
Oh, wait! It jumps on your face. It's like a guy, and it jumps on your face, and then the face comes off, and there's like lipstick and makeup and stuff.
That would be amazing.
That'd be good. Yeah, so it's in that way, like, this is how you can't actually think about this movie in this way.
Yeah.
Because, well, it just will never, or very likely never be the first two movies.
No, it just... Well, because
very likely
they covered the ground already. The first one's like this slow, creepy setup. You don't know what the hell's happening, and then when you see it, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
And then the second one's like, okay, we already did that. Let's go action ways.
Let's go fucking crazy.
Anything past that, it's like just one or the other. Like, because there's not really anything else that can...
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe when I was talking to John, he also talked about this, but there is some fun idea of like, what if they had stayed on the ground?
Yeah.
What if there had been an alien loose in this city?
Yeah.
Now that probably would have been like a $300 million movie.
Yeah, true.
Because you'd have to have like 1,000 extras for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 5 weeks. So it'd just be probably prohibitively expensive, but that would be cool. Because one of the best parts is like the first 10, 15 minutes or so when you're just on whatever the horrible planet is.
Yeah.
And the vibe is really cool.
Like,
everything looks fucking cool. Mm-hmm. This is another thing I forgot to mention. I felt like it looked fucking great.
Yeah.
Other than the things that sucked.
I thought it looked awesome.
Other than Ian Holm, almost everything else looked fucking great.
I agree. I thought it was beautiful.
The rings, like the frozen icy rings of the planet.
Man, and that
so
shot,
awesome.
That VFX shot where Romulus is like blowing up in the background and
Yes.
it's like in the icy whatever ring. I was like, that is so cool.
It looked great.
This looks cool.
and I loved like the little tricks that the movie played on us. There were there's lots of countdowns that lead to a thing that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Like it's counting down. It's like, oh, soon 2 minutes until the big thing hits the thing that will make it explode. But the time goes out.
Yeah.
And like the bottom of Romulus hits it, and so it's just going and like exploding a little bit, but you expect everything to immediately explode.
Exactly, yeah. It's just like, oh.
So it's kind of like, oh, cool. That's not what I expected to happen. And that sort of thing happens a few different times where like the countdown leads to a thing and it's either different or not as dangerous or just like it leads you to a point that you think will be tense, and then there's just more tension to come.
It makes me think of in the first Alien when Ripley like sets off everything to blow up, and then she's like, "Oh shit, I have to go," and like has to undo everything. That is so intense because you're like, "Oh, she's so focused on this, like the alien. Who knows what?" That movie is. You just can't beat that movie. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant.
Wow, are we ranking now?
Every time I go back to it, no, but I just was like,
okay.
I just think about it. Everything about that movie is just so well done.
But should we rank now?
I guess so, because I mean, that's all I really...
that's all I felt.
Yeah.
I think it's really is a matter of whether or not you can forgive its sins.
Yeah, truly.
You know, if you can't, you'll probably hate it.
True.
But at the same time, if you can, it's not as stupid as Resurrection.
No, Resurrection.
It's much more fun than Alien 3. Even though I think after 1 and 2, it's kind of a big muddle. It's like, well, they're all fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just fun.
I think it's very fun.
With some serious, brutal few minutes.
But nothing, I mean, I feel like nothing reached the level of like Alien Covenant when Michael Fassbender's fighting himself. And he's like, there have been some upgrades. It's like, what the fuck is this movie?
Yeah.
Like, just like stuff like that. Whatever. Some people love that movie. I don't like those. But
I need to give it another chance at some point in my life.
Better. I don't.
And
know.
maybe who knows?
Who knows?
What's your ranking?
Okay, so I'm gonna go Alien.
Okay.
Aliens.
Okay.
Alien Romulus.
Okay.
Alien Resurrection.
Wow, okay.
Alien 3.
Wow.
Because I can at least be like, this is insane, and it's so stupid, but I'm kind of having fun.
Alien Resurrection is fun. I think this is a similar feel to, the fucking Friday 13th or something, where it's like, all of these are fun.
Exactly.
People get killed. That's good.
I'm kind of in that vein of like, you know how Marvel or Star Wars people are like, well, it's Star Wars. I almost am at that level. I'm like, well, it's Alien.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like, I'm not at that. And also, we haven't had endless Alien stuff. If there was an Alien every year, I'd be like,
it's
all right.
very helpful.
Over it. Yeah.
Very
But
helpful.
it does help because I grew up on these, and like I'll admit it, I watched Resurrection like 4,000 times as a kid because as a kid you're just like, this is wacky.
It can swim.
There's a mutated Sigourney Weaver saying "kill me." Man, that scene's wild. She's just killing all.
Yeah,
that scene's
good.
Really, really nice. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I guess I have, and then I do like Prometheus, Alien Covenant, those after all that. I just don't really like those very
For
much.
me, it's Aliens.
Oh,
Alien 3 and Alien Romulus and Alien Resurrection and Prometheus and Covenant.
there you go.
I think now it is probably just a matter of taste. I mean, it is actually completely a matter of taste.
Yeah.
But Aliens, man, it just kicks my ass every time.
It's such a good movie.
It's so intense.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I had not seen it in a theater until like I got lucky a few years ago at the Belcourt, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
but
wow.
just watching it at your home, I remember the first time I saw it, and just like at the end of the movie, just being like, oh fuck, just like
It's incredible.
feeling tense, like my arms and hands. Like feeling tense from the whole time of just being like, oh fuck, and it does play like an action movie, but it's fucking scary.
Yeah, it is. Ugh. There's
Like,
some crazy scenes.
Die Hard is not like that movie.
No, exactly.
And Die Hard's amazing, but that is a totally different style of movie. It's just a very action-packed, terrifying movie.
And so much stuff happens. Like, they fit in so much stuff, and it feels good. Like, oh my god, like the Queen fight thing, that happens in that movie is wild.
Crazy.
After everything else. And then, where Newt's in the water and the alien, like, rises. That's one of the coolest shots ever. Just
so cool.
It's so
It's
well
just
done.
a good-ass movie.
Yeah.
But we can't only talk about alien movies. We got to talk about the other movies we watched this week, which brings us to a segment called Express Yourself about the movies you watched this week. Play the song.
It's time for the Pan Express, because we got some things just thinking about the things we watched this week.
I have moved my mouse a few times, so
Hell
hopefully
yeah.
it doesn't go away.
Your light is all right.
What did you
watched
watch this week?
2 films this week.
What did you watch?
I watched this one movie on HBO that I wish I hadn't, unfortunately.
Sounds
it
great.
was by the one and only notorious T.I.G., Tig Notaro. I like her comedy, but I did not like the movie. It was about, lesbian coming out story, Dakota Johnson. I should have cut it off. I was just like, this is not working for me. And I watched the whole movie for some reason.
Yeah.
It just wasn't good.
In general, I don't believe comedians should be allowed to express themselves. It's just very, very rare when they should be allowed to do anything but talk on stage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think most of them should be able to talk off stage. Because they're all just fucking morons.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just insane how many of them are just like the dumbest
We're
people.
laughing at how stupid you are.
I mean, I guess sometimes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you don't know that, like, the thing you think is a character is just a person.
That's true.
Like, I definitely remember seeing Joe Rogan, like, fucking 15 years ago. And being like, okay, I guess this guy's just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But, maybe he's probably doing, like, a bit about how people are idiots or something. And then, well, oh no, he's just he's just fucking dumb.
What a wild guy.
And not that Tig Notaro is as bad as that, but she definitely shouldn't be allowed to make a movie.
Yeah,
Don't let any comedians.
Yeah.
I mean, even the ones that made it out, like Woody Allen made a lot of great movies, but
But.
not a great guy.
Not a great guy. Not a great guy. And The other movie I watched was even worse.
Ooh.
I went to the theater and saw Borderlands.
Oh.
Based on the video game series that I've actually played and had fun with friends, but...
Oh, no.
Holy moly.
Oh, no.
That movie is, it's like almost doesn't even feel like a movie. Like, it's like a YouTube... Like those YouTube videos, like, oh, I made Star Wars 20. You know, that type. It feels like that. We're just like, there's so much action, but none of it feels like anything. It's just like all green screen. You don't know why anyone is 70 years old. Like, everyone's 70 years old for some reason.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart makes no sense in the role he's in. You're like, what? How did the bad guy is so just not menacing? And he's like, I've got her. You're like, what is this? Like, this movie is so fucking weird.
That sounds awful.
It was so bad. It was a bad. And then it said, at the end it goes, directed by Eli Roth. And I went, yes. That's okay.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Though, Thanksgiving.
Now that, wow, he fell hard.
That's a masterpiece.
I don't know if he made any... I guess he made a good amount from doing this, but... I just don't know
he probably did, right?
How did it happen? Like, this game is not very relevant right now. It just... All of the actors, I don't get any of it.
I'm sure it's been about to be a movie for fucking 15 years or 20 years. And
probably.
Then finally they were like, you know what this world needs? One more video game adaptation.
Yeah. Let's put it out right when Alien Romulus comes out. So it just, no one ever... I mean, I can't imagine anyone... there was like 3 other people in the theater, and I was like...
Yeah, I don't think it made very much money.
No, it's already in like the tiny theaters. Ugh. It was bad, dude.
I'm sorry.
What'd you watch?
I watched a good movie. In 3D.
Ooh.
Called Coraline.
Oh, yes, nice.
It's the 15th anniversary, and they played it
Hell yeah.
as a Fathom event. And it's, I think it's quite a good movie. Mm-hmm. I think it looks better than it is as a movie.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, some of the performances are really weird and, like, not very performative. Just like, the dad's kind of like, hey, how's it going there? It's like, wow.
Good job.
You gotta get in there, man.
Yeah, do something.
This is an animated feature. Don't forget to talk.
That's how I felt about Chris Pratt as Mario. Sometimes he was just like talking, like he just walked in the booth.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? I was like, what the
hey, how are you? I'm Mario.
I'm Mario.
Hey there, I'm Coraline's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, how's it going? Oh, I'm good.
And that,
but that aside, looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, and it's so good,
incredibly cool in 3D.
Yeah, that like you texted us that it is like one of the few movies that it's like, oh, this works.
I mean, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
there's like a few things that are especially amazing. The best effect for me is like she opens the door that leads her to the other world, and this big it's kind of like a big fabric hallway opens up, and like that sense of depth with the 3D is like, wow. It's like, just like, wow. Like, I think I might have actually gone, wow. And it's just like so colorful and beautiful. It's really awesome.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It was great.
I want to go.
I think it might still be playing for a few more days, so you may have a chance. Not now. I don't think it's the greatest movie or anything, but that it looks like fucking awesome. It looks great.
That makes me happy.
It looks like I don't know how much it costs, but probably more than it. It looks like more than it costs to make it.
I bet.
Next week, I don't know what we're watching.
Yeah, I feel like we got through a good batch of like interesting things coming out.
I think there's like something called like Strange Duckling or Kooky Darling, or I don't know, something like that.
Oh yeah, Strange Darling.
Is it Strange Darling?
Yeah, I haven't.
I don't know if it's any good, but we might tweet at us at Food Court Cast if you want us to watch something. We love to watch whatever you want us to watch. We don't care what we watch.
Maybe we'll just
pathetic.
Let's just watch all the aliens.
Let's just do a Borderlands episode.
Yeah.
You can watch it again.
No, God. I can't imagine sitting. That was a real struggle. I was like, I'll talk about it on the pod, but I really want to leave. Like, it was a pretty. I would like to. I wonder what you would think. I can't imagine anyone liking it.
I probably can't. Honestly, there's like 5 or 6 Indian movies that look good that came out at my theater.
Yeah.
Just this weekend. I was like, well, I'll just go see those.
Yeah.
I don't need to see Borderlands.
Absolutely.
There's one called like Yanga Vanga, and there's like a guy and he's got a staff, and I was like, wow, that sounds great.
Yanga Banga.
It's not exactly that, but it's Yugoslav. I don't know. I don't know what it's.
Yugoslavia.
If I like it, I'll write down the name. Tweet at us at FoodCourtcast. Give us 5 stars on your apps. Write us a review. Tell your friends. Retweet us. Go over to Mampy's TikTok and hit heart on the alien video.
I pinned it.
And just let us know all of the stuff.
Please.
On behalf of Mampy Hikes, I am Sean Parrott saying to you and yours, bon appetit.
Run.